Well, I'm not sure if you have experienced it, but recently I have not been able to achieve my goals. What are those goals? Before that, let me tell you, my name is Nagendra and I make videos on books, tips on reading and trending topics. Hard work, patience, perseverance, I feel like are just words thrown around on social media to get a lot of likes, shares, and nobody knows what works on social media, why somebody clicks on somebody's video, and why some videos go viral. My question is, how do people meet their goals on social media when most of the people, including me, struggles with their goals? Well, this video might sound a little depressing to you, but I'm sharing a reality that stares a lot of us in our faces. Now, we feel like competition is everything. Reaching to that goal is the purpose of life. I mean, maybe it is, but what about what it takes in those days to achieve that goal, to be able to reach that goal? I think life happens during that time, and I feel like I spend a lot of time in creating those videos and then spending time in worrying whether that video will be successful or not. I mean, there's competition for better thumbnails, better content, better delivery, and better timing. I'm told by several YouTube creators who give free advice on their social media channels. Life isn't fair, I think to myself. However, after posting two trending videos on my channel, finally YouTube got generous and they gave me over 1,000 views on those two videos, and I was over the moon. I felt like this is it. But then a thought crossed my mind that I need to get at least 1 lakh views on each of the future videos and at least 1 million subscribers to be able to reach somewhere on YouTube. So here we go. The competition is staring at my face again. That joy is short-lived, and I think there is no joy or there is no life in that process, at least for me. You know what? Our brain is wired in such a way that we tend to copy successful people. I mean, we try to follow what they're doing, which is not that bad, I mean, in a positive way, right? But social media is a pit that takes you so deep in it that sometimes you don't know where you're going. Recently, I realized that I was spending way more time on it, but in a positive way again, trying to figure out my competition. But after a while, I realized that I was just copying others. I mean, I was trying to be others that I'm not and I will never be. You know, the truth is that we are all unique personalities and we can never be the same, but yet we bow to the pressures of herd mentality. We want to figure out other people's lives, especially on YouTube, and be like them. What we don't understand is that we are viewing their life from our side of the screen and the other side is made up. I needed to come out of it, face myself and ask myself difficult questions, pick my own identity and see what works for me. Now this is a big one, fear of missing out. I mean, I'll miss my deadline, I'll miss my video upload and whatnot. Though I kept forgetting that I was missing out on a big chunk of my life. Our time is limited. We don't realize that. Someone has said ignorance is bliss. What we don't know, we don't regret. But I regret having missed out on being fit, being alone, and having no social life for a number of days because I was so engrossed in achieving that goal. Now we all do it, don't we? It is as if we are living in that one-dimensional world where everything revolves around that goal, isn't it? What do we fear? And that takes me to the next point. You know what? We feel that the goal is so important that if we don't achieve that goal, we are stuck with that fear that all hell will break loose. We believe that we are good at something until the world proves us wrong. Now we fear failure and we fear it big time. I was stuck with this fear of failure. I mean, it kept me awake during the night and I felt like, what if I don't achieve my goals? And I was waiting for that perfect video that will go viral, and that kept me awake all the time. Maybe it will in the future. However, the fear has consumed my action so much that I've forgotten the art of enjoying the process of making that video, which is an irony of sorts. Questions that worries us most in this journey of goal is, can I do it? I mean, we all know our capabilities, but we limit ourselves with this belief that we can only do so much. I mean, the question that we should ask internally within ourselves is, how can I do it? Once we start asking that question, the process of doing things will be more enjoyable. In my case, it is video. In your case, it could be your work, which could be anything XYZ. I think the process will take care of itself. It comes out naturally, organically, without any undue pressures on the self to create something brilliant out of this world and something which is related to what we consume. I think once that starts to happen, we'll be able to produce work which is more of us, more of what we are actually, something that is there within us already. I think the struggle should be with the thought of finding our true self. I think nowadays the question that I ask myself, how can I bring out the best in me which is already within me onto the screen so that viewer can relate to that self of mine which is my original thinking. When I ask these questions to myself, these questions challenge me and bring out the best in me. That's what I think. When the right questions are asked, more or less the right results are achieved. And I think that is what they call coming out of the comfort zone. But that comfort zone, I mean, if you are seeing failure after failure after failure, how comfortable can you be? I mean, it is not a comfortable position to be in already. So I think this term is loosely thrown around recklessly. To cut the long story short, being original is the key, because you can learn the one-liners and you can upgrade yourself on current trends. But what will eventually come out, according to me, is the audience are able to see right through you and they're able to judge what you are actually. And that is not good in the long run. And in my case, I have to just keep going. I hope it was my honest confession about my goals. I'm sure your goals are a little different than mine, but I think the fear, the possibilities, and the action that we'll take for our goals are similar, are universal. So if you like this video and this type of content, please let me know in the comments below, and like this video for YouTube, for Google to know that this kind of video is likable. And if you want to share this video with your friends, please do that. Share this video with your friends and colleagues and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.